have raised your hand already, but if you are a counselor that has been working with me through the years and certainly this year, if you would please raise your hand. This doesn't happen without the work of these people. They are the ones that know these kids. They are the ones that try to make sure that they get the information that they need, that they get their packet turned in on a timely manner. They get me the pictures that I need to get into the program. So I really do appreciate your work as well. Jerry's already mentioned the Exchange Club. We won't ask any of you to rise or raise your hand, but I really appreciate the Exchange Club. I hope you'll look at what we are about. This is probably our biggest event during the year, but we're involved. Jerry told you the national program is prevention of child abuse. We're very heavily in that. We're very supportive of fire department, police department. We have an award called the ACE Awards where we recognize students who have had to overcome adversity of some type or another. It could be a family situation. It could be a physical handicap of some sort. But that's a big event for us. We do the Book of Golden Deeds where we recognize individuals who are kind of unsung heroes who do a lot. You see them everywhere doing things, but they never get any recognition. We try to recognize those people because there's tons of those people in this community that make our life here so enjoyable. So we appreciate that. I hope you got one of the programs. We've got plenty, so make sure that if you didn't get one, that you do get one. I do want to ask you to particularly look at the sponsor page. I think it's toward the back. We have different levels of sponsorship, but this program would not be, we could not bring it to you in the way that we do without that financial support. You just look at what we're giving away in scholarships tonight, and that's $4,500 worth of just cash scholarships. And then to be able to put the banquet on and all, it takes financial support. So I hope that you will, if it's a business, that you'll patronize them and that you'll be sure to, if nothing else, tell them thank you for their financial support. If you will make a note, we did have a couple of sponsors that were left off. Edward Jones, Kenny Green was a silver sponsor, and unfortunately he was left out of the program. And John and Gwen Huggins, also a silver sponsor, and their names were not included in the program. So we apologize for that, but thank you for the support. You'll see at the very bottom of that sponsor page, we also, we mentioned the school counselors. We couldn't do it without them. Troy Cablevision, we're glad that they're here tonight covering this and recognizing these kids. WTBF, Ideal Graphics, Troy Recreation Department. Dan Smith, can't thank him enough. They set this up, they put it together for us, and it makes it so easy. So Dan, thank you very much. And then a couple of others. Pig Catering, if you like the food, let's give a round of applause, Yanni. Food was outstanding. Pig Cafe does that for us. The flowers on the table are provided by Jean's Flowers, and then the plaques and the trophies from Douglas Brothers. We couldn't make this happen without them giving us that in-kind work and sponsorship that they do. All right, let's get into it. We're here to recognize 24 students. We have asked Barry McKnight to be our MC. Barry's been gracious enough to do this now for several years, multiple years, and he and I have been together 20 years, and if you want to get to know somebody, travel with them like we do, miles and miles and miles on the road and in hotel rooms and doing the things that we do. And I'm going to tell you, I work with the best in the business. I'll tell you that right now. He's the best in the business, and I really do appreciate him being here tonight. If you want to know how dedicated he is, 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, he was pulling out of Huntington, West Virginia on a bus with a bunch of sweaty ball players who had just swept Marshall, by the way, so that counts for something. But for him to drive 2 days, they had to break it up. He gets in after lunch today, yet he's here tonight, and I can't thank him enough. He's going to be your MC. I'm going to turn it over to Barry, and we're going to recognize some students.
Thank you very much, Jerry. Appreciate it.
I was trying to remember how many years that I've been honored by Jerry and the Troy Exchange Club to be a member, to be the MC of this event. It has been a long time, and it is absolutely my honor. Yesterday at 4 o'clock, I was in Huntington, West Virginia. What he didn't mention was that noon yesterday, I was scouting out to see if there were rent-a-cars that could get me from Huntington, West Virginia back here. That's how much it meant to me. And there were not any. There was, surprisingly, on a Sunday afternoon, the rental car demand in Huntington, West Virginia evidently is not very great. It is a large contingent of nominees. And so we're going to break it up into two different sets. And when I call your name, we ask that the nominee, as I announce their name, move over towards Jerry. There is going to be a presentation there and time for applause. So when you hear your name called, please make your way at that time up over with Jerry over at the awards table. So let's get going. Our first nominee, and all of these are in alphabetical order, by the way. No other order. Our first nominee is Jaylee Adair from Goshen High School. Jaylee's parents are Jay and Jessica Adair. She attends church at Collegedale Church of Christ. Very, very active in the Exposure Youth Camp and the Wiregrass Christian Youth Camp. Academically, National Honor Society, Beta Club, dual enrollment, already has achieved her associate's degree. Captain of the volleyball team, captain of the basketball team, a UCA All-American cheer squad member, on the softball team, also active in volunteering the Miracle League and Special Olympics, the March of Dimes, and Food for First Responders. She's going to continue her education at Troy University. Our first nominee from Goshen, Jaylee Adair. Our next nominee is from Charles Henderson High School, Blake Barron. Blake's parents are Jeffrey Barron and Denise Adams. Blake attends school at Southside Baptist, where he's active in the youth group and several volunteer programs, in the National Honor Society at school, president of the FFA, and a participant in the National Convention. A football player at Charles Henderson, captain of the wrestling team, and a 5A sectional qualifier in wrestling. Multiple community projects that he volunteers for, and he works 3 jobs. Blake will attend college at Troy. From Charles Henderson, Blake Barron. Our next nominee is from Pike Lib, Casey Bradford. Casey's parents are David and Melissa Bradford. Casey worships at Southside Baptist, where he's been a small group leader on the youth council, also active in the Operation Christmas Child, salutatorian academically at Pike Lib, chaplain of the National Honor Society, president and chaplain of the Student Government Association, president of the Calculus Club, chancellor's list, dual enrollment as well. Active in the Interact Spanish Club, the head of the Advisory Council, the Excel Club, an AISA State SGA participant as well. 2-time state champion in football, where he was the MVP, captain, and a Blue-Gray All-American. Captain of the basketball team, 2-time state champions in baseball, all-state there as well. Active as a Pike County Junior Ambassador, volunteers with Special Olympics and Miracle League, and so much more. KC will attend college at Troy University on a football scholarship. From Pike Lib, KC Bradford. Our next nominee from Pike County High, Kamel Flowers. Kamel's parents are Kevin Flowers and Jessica Collier Lockett. Kamel is a member of the New Hope Independent Holy Church of God, where he sings in the youth choir and is a percussionist for the Maths Choir, dual enrollment academically, on the Dean's List, on the football team at Pike County, on the baseball team, and a widespread community volunteer. Kamel will attend college at Alabama A&M University. Our nominee next from Pike County, Kamel Flowers. The next nominee is also from Pike County High School, Ian Foster. Ian's parents are Anthony and Tara Foster. Ian worships at New Hope Independent Holy Church of God. where he is in the youth choir, an offering bearer, and participates in the youth revival, an honor roll student, and a peer tutor as well. Plays on the Pike County football team, played on the team, on the basketball team, and on the track team. Active and volunteering for the Salvation Army and Christmas charities. Will go to Huntington, West Virginia to attend college at Marshall University on a football scholarship. From Pike County High School, Ian Foster. From Pike Lib, Brooklyn Fountain. Brooklyn's parents are Tyson and Nina Fountain. Brooklyn attends Collegedale Church of Christ, where she's participated in the Lads to Leaders and Exposure, Vacation Bible School, and the area-wide youth devotionals. President of the National Honor Society and a member of the SGA, dual enrollment as well on the Chancellor's List, Calculus Club, Math Team, President of the Excel Club, Interact, Spanish Club, Twilighter, where she's the treasurer, and in the Drama Club, plays basketball at Pike Lib, and active in the Troy Rec Department as a volunteer. Brooklyn will attend college at Troy University. Our nominee from Pike Lib, Brooklyn Fountain. Next, from Charles Henderson High School, Ariel Frazier. Ariel's parent is Rhonda Pollard. She attends Antioch Missionary Baptist Church, where she is a youth usher president on the praise and worship team, participates in Vacation Bible School and on the praise dance team. Academically in the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta, the vice president of the Beta Club, dual enrollment as well, class vice president, National Honor Society of Leadership member as well, also a member of the Interact Club, the Key Club, and a peer helper as well. On the cheer squad, where she has won the UCA Pennant Forward Award and the best back spot. Also on the softball team, a Miracle League buddy, a Pike County Junior Ambassador, active and volunteering for Toys for Tots, Salvation Army, and Read Across America. She'll choose to attend college at either the University of Alabama or the University of South Carolina. From Charles Henderson High School, Ariel Frazier. Next, from Pike Lib, Tate Gardner. Tate's parents are Scott and Carrie Lee Gardner. She worships at Church of the Highlands and First Methodist. On the motion team, a small group leader, and Vacation Bible School, a summer intern, active in the children's ministry, National Honor Society treasurer, Student Government Association vice president, where she also participated in the AISA State SGA, Girls State Senate Chaplain, Leadership Scholarship, a Heisman Scholar, an All-Auburn Scholarship as well. At the Pike Lib Spiritual Leadership Team, a volunteer there, and the Twilighter, Interact Secretary, Spanish Club, Drama Club, FCS. As a member of the cheer squad at Pike Lib, two-time state champions, UCA All-American, and the Pennant Forward Award. Community involvement includes the Pike County Distinguished Young Women, the First Responders Breakfast, a Pike County Junior Ambassador, and works with Samaritan's Purse. She'll attend college at Auburn University. From Pike Lib, Tate Gardner. Next Tip Colley Award nominee is from Pike Lib, Sarah Garrett. Sarah's parents are Brad and Erica Garrett. She worships at Banks Baptist, where she's a teacher in the Vacation Bible School and an assistant music leader, also volunteers in the nursery, valedictorian and class vice president, secretary of the National Honor Society, and the SGA scrapbook editor, Scholars Bowl, as well as dual enrollment in high school. Excel Club, Twilighter President, Calculus Club, Spanish Club, two-time state champions in cheer and the captain of the cheer squad, the Lauren Austin Award, and a UCA camp champion, volunteers with Operation Christmas Child, Salvation Army, First Responder and Fireman's Breakfast Volunteer, and Turkeys from Heaven as well. Sarah will attend college at Auburn University. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pike Lib, Sarah Garrett. Next, from Pike County High School, Christine Head. Christine's parents are Mark and Kim Head. She attends Park Memorial United Methodist, where she's active in Sunday school and in the summer school programs. Academically, National Honor Society, the STEM Academy, a Bryant Jordan Award nominee, dual enrollment while in high school, already has her associate's degree and on the chancellor's list, on the robotics team as well, active in the soccer team and in ice skating, community volunteer in several different programs. She'll attend college at the University of Alabama, Huntsville. From Pike County, Christine Head. Next, from Pike Lib, Davis Kilcrease. Davis's parents are Adam and Lauren Kilcrease. He attends Southside Baptist Church, active in the youth group, a nursing home volunteer and vacation Bible school, National Honor Society member, as well as member of the Calculus Club, and a participant at Boys State, and the recipient of 6 different scholarships in the Spanish Club and FCA. At Pike Lib, 2-time state champion football team where he was the captain, 2-time state champion in baseball where he was a captain there as well, and actively involved in a wide range of projects. He'll attend college at Auburn. From Pike Lib, Davis Kilcrease. Our next nominee from Pike Lib, Molly Jordan. Molly's parents are Mike and Alyssa Jordan. She attends First Baptist Church of Troy, where she sings in the youth choir and the praise choir, a vacation Bible school leader and a Kids Zone teacher, vice president of the National Honor Society, the AISA All-State Academic Team, and a participant in the Alabama Governor's School, in the Interact Club, the Excel Club, the Spanish Club, the Pep Band, a captain in the concert band, in the chess club as well. Molly was on the golf team where she was the AISA state runner-up. She volunteers with the Johnson Center for the Arts and the Miracle League, as well as the Salvation Army, and as an art class teacher. She'll attend school at Mississippi State University. From Pike Lib, Molly Jordan. While I have the opportunity, as we take a moment, Jerry has mentioned several people for whom this program is beholden to and works in coordination with to make this possible. One of those, of course, is Troy University, and with a long-standing relationship between the awards and Troy University, we'd like to welcome in for just a moment from the Troy University Office of Admissions, Connor Couch.
One thing that I'd never forget is how much more hair Barry has than I do. I always forget how much taller he is than I am. In 6 years, this is the 3rd time I've had the privilege of covering this event, and let me say that I'm always so impressed by each of these students, each of the church leaders, each of the families that have raised them, and I think both you, the students, and you, the families, have much to be proud of. So let me start by saying that. And just like I believe Jerry said, to even be considered for this award is so telling of who you are to this community. That being said, I'm always a really big hit for things like this because I talk for about 40 seconds. But in partnership with the Exchange Club of Troy, the university is always really proud to match the scholarship if you should decide to come to Troy. So that's an extra $1,500 that I'm sure any of you would be really excited to put to use. I'll see whoever the male and female recipients are after the award, and thank you for having me. Go Trojans.
Again, a bumper crop of nominees, and again, a credit to so many people to help nominate them, and to the committee for giving the chance to not only win the scholarship, but to be publicly awarded. So let's continue on. Our next nominee for the 2023 J.O. Tip Colley Awards is from Charles Henderson High School, Olivia Kirkpatrick. Olivia's parents are Elijah and Kathy Kirkpatrick. She attends Park Memorial United Methodist, where she volunteers in the nursery and also participates in nursing home visits, Vacation Bible School as well. In the National Honor Society academically, Mu Alpha Theta and the Beta Club, vice president of the Interact Club. On the volleyball team, she was all messenger and the best offensive player and the Troy Bank and Trust Player of the Week, free plug. Softball team member as well, community volunteerism from the Miracle League, the Animal Shelter, Turkeys from Heaven, and Operation Christmas Child. She'll attend school at Troy University. From Charles Henderson, Olivia Kirkpatrick. Next, from New Life Christian Academy, Sierra Laird. Sarah's parents are Corey and Polly Laird. She attends New Life Christian, where she's an audiovisual volunteer, plays the piano, Vacation Bible School, in the youth choir, and Operation Christmas Child, valedictorian of her school, dual enrollment as well. On the Chancellor's list, a Presidential Academic Excellence Award recipient, a Coca-Cola Scholar semifinalist, and a Pike County Distinguished Young Woman participant and a member of the National Honor Society. Her club activity includes the Spanish Club, the FBLA, class president, SGA president, the 4-H Club president, and for the Beta Club, she serves as the president. Basketball captain, ACAA All-State, track team where she won the gold in the shot put and the bronze in the 100-meter finals, soccer and tennis, a Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, National Service Award, Salvation Army Volunteer, Pike County Junior Ambassadors as well, and she'll attend college at the University of Alabama. From New Life Christian Academy, Sierra Laird. From Pike Liberal Arts School, Bella Malden. Bella's parents are David and Charity Malden, attends Full Gospel Church, where she sings in the youth choir, nursery worker volunteer, sings to the elderly, and participates in Christmas plays, National Honor Society, Senior National Honor Society, senior class treasurer, the Patriot Press editor, and on the Calculus Club. In the Excel Club as well, FCA, Vice President of Interact, in the PEP Club, in the Twilighters, in the Spanish Club as well. Volleyball team member and AISA All-Star in softball. Her community involvement includes participation in the Firemen's Breakfasts, the Habitat for Humanity, Turkeys from Heaven, and the First Responders Breakfast. She'll attend college at Troy University. From Pike Lib, Bella Malden. From Pike Lib, Haley O'Brien. Haley's parents are Ray and Christy O'Brien. She worships at the Church of the Highlands, where she is a kids ministry leader, a motion team leader, a greeter, and participates in Vacation Bible Schools. She's the parliamentarian of the National Honor Society, an SGA member, Leadership Scholarship recipient, and an advanced diploma as well in the FCA, in the FCS, the Excel Club, the Interact Club. She participated in basketball at Pike Lib and volunteers with Turkeys from Heaven, the Operation Christmas Child, and the Food Bank, plus the First Responders Breakfast. Her college will be Troy University. From Pike Lib, Haley O'Brien. From Goshen, Haley Qualls. Haley's parents are Terry and Ruth Qualls. She attends Collegedale Church of Christ, where she is active in the youth group, Vacation Bible School, a Sunday school teacher and Lads to Leaders, Vice President of the National Honor Society, President of the Student Government Association, Girls State participant, a Heisman Scholarship recipient, and a Pike County Distinguished Young Woman participant in the FFA, and also HOSA, a parliamentarian and Vice President, a UCA All-American on the cheer squad, and active in the backpack program and other community involvement as well. She'll attend college at Troy University. From Goshen, Haley Qualls. From Pike Lib, Cade Renfro. Cade's parents are Al and Laura Renfro. He attends First Baptist of Troy and the Troy Church, participates in Vacation Bible School, the Children's Church, and Operation Christmas Child, National Honor Society, plus dual enrollment, a class officer, an SGA chaplain, Scholars Bowl member as well, Youth Leadership Conference rep, in the Interact Club, where he served as president, Spanish Club, the Excel Club, the FCA, the Young Investors Club, and Twilighters as well. Two-time state champions in football, where he was the defensive MVP, a captain in all area. Two-time state champions in basketball, two-time state champions in baseball, participated in volunteerism for the Miracle League, Habitat for Humanity, Salvation Army, and a Common Ground mentor. He'll attend Delta State University on a football scholarship. From Pike Lib, Cade Renfro. From Pike Lib, Caroline Sen. Caroline's parents are Jason and Sherry Sen, attends the Church of the Highlands, where she's on the Dream Team, a Kids Volunteer, a Blast Volunteer, and summer internship as well. In the National Honor Society, Chaplain of the SGA, and AISA State SGA Treasurer on the Calculus Club as well, Chaplain of the Twilighters, on the Interact Club, the Excel Club, two-time state champions, and a captain on the cheer squad, where she was an AISA All-American and a basketball team member. Volunteers in the Veterans and Firemen's Breakfast, Salvation Army, and Turkeys from Heaven. She'll attend school at Ole Miss. From Pike Lib, Caroline Sen. From Goshen High School, Brady Singleton. Brady's parents are Keith and Kristen Singleton. He attends Hephzibah Baptist Church, where he participates in the youth group and Children's Church. Also, the sound and lights technician for the worship services and Operation Christmas Child as well. Valedictorian, National Honor Society, STEM Academy, U.S. Space and Rocket Scholarship, dual enrollment, and Chancellor's List, received the associate's degree already. On the robotics team and the Alpha Farmers Federation, qualified and competed at the state meet in cross country and participated in track, a Pike County Junior Ambassador, and participated in the Troy University Drama Camp and volunteered for Turkeys from Heaven. He'll go to college at Auburn University. From Goshen, Brady Singleton. From Pike Lib, Brianne Snyder. Brianne's parents are Robin and Tracy Snyder. She attends Little Oak Methodist Church, where she's in the youth group, prepares communion, and volunteers in the Operation Christmas Shoebox, National Honor Society member in the Interact Club, in the Excel Club, and in the Spanish Club, where she is also a school chapel organizer, on the softball team, on the volleyball team, volunteers in Classroom in the Forest, the school play sound technician, and participated in volunteering for the Veterans and Firemen's Breakfast, attending school in the future at Lurleen B. Wallace Community College. From Pike Lib, Brianne Snyder. From Charles Henderson High School, Hannah Sparrow. Hannah's parents are James and Robin Sparrow. She attends Park Memorial United Methodist, where she is a disciple in the NOW group, on the youth group, Operation Christmas Child, National Honor Society, Miss Charles Henderson High School as well, and in the Beta Club, president of the Interact Club, president of 21, the MVP of the volleyball team, and in softball, voted the best defensive player, active in volunteering with the Miracle League and Salvation Army and the Troy Easter Egg Hunt. She'll attend Southern Union State College on a softball scholarship. From Charles Henderson, Hannah Sparrow. From Charles Henderson High School, Will Templin. Will's parents are Bobby and Heather Templin. Will worships at Collegedale Church of Christ, where he was the speech and song leader for Lads to Leaders, Bible Bowl and audio-visual leader in Vacation Bible School, and active in the youth group, National Honor Society, Charles Henderson High Boys State, the DeMario Harris Character Award winner, Beta Club, Mr. CHHS, and a Pike County Junior Ambassador. In the Interact Club, and the president of the Trojan Ambassadors, captain of the 5A runners-up in football, captain of the baseball team, also active in the community with the Collegedale School Supply Giveaway, Miracle League Buddy, and Backpack Buddies. Will attend Gadsden State on a baseball scholarship. From Charles Henderson High School, Will Templin. From Goshen High School, Casey Wilkes. Casey's parents are Chris and Sherry Wilkes. She attends Hepzibah Baptist Church, where she was a Sunday school teacher, a volunteer in the nursery, salutatorian of her class, secretary of National Honor Society, secretary in SGA, Miss Goshen as well, dual enrollment and on the chancellor's list, active with peer helpers on the class ring committee and FBLA, captain of the cheer team, where she was a UCA All-American, the Troy Messenger Player of the Year her junior year in volleyball, and the Troy Bank and Trust Player of the Month, also on the softball team, a Pike County Junior Ambassador, volunteers with youth softball and local food drives. She'll attend college at Troy University. From Goshen, Casey Wilkes. Collectively, a round of applause for all of our nominees for the 2023 Tip Colley Awards. Jerry pointed out that he and I, in 20 years, doing football together and basketball together and baseball together, so many hotels, so many late nights driving, has somebody asked if there's ever been a crossword between us, and there has not. I've heard some crosswords, mostly in traffic in Atlanta, but never between us. And it's a blessing to work with Jerry. One of the other great blessings that his work and my work bring with our sportscasting is the ability to work with wonderful young people, like the people we're seeing tonight, and to work with some fine individuals as well. I could sit up here and tell you all about the cold, hard numbers of the impact that John Sumrall has had since becoming the head football coach at Troy University, the 12-game winning streak, the Sun Belt Conference championship, the Cure Bowl championship. But those are the cold, hard numbers, and Jerry and I will submit to each of you that his impact on Troy has been more than just cold, hard numbers. The leadership, the mentorship to young people, the energy that he brings, the care and the unselfish aspect that he brings all around is permeable not only throughout the football building, not only throughout the athletic department, not only throughout the Troy University campus, but around the Sun Belt Conference and around the area as well. Those are the numbers on him. The rest of it goes much, much deeper in terms of impact. With much respect and much pride and with great honor, I bring tonight's guest speaker, Troy University football coach, John Sumrall.
I tell you, Barry's got a voice that's as smooth as butter. Mine's a lot more raspy, so y'all gonna deal with that for a little bit. But to each of the honorees, congratulations, job well done. The accomplishments that I just heard listed off sounded like a resume of a lot of people that are well beyond 17, 18 years old. Very, very impressive. You've got a lot to be proud of. Parents, leaders, mentors that have invested in their lives. Job well done to you as well, too, because you don't get to the chairs that these young people are sitting in without influence and mentorship. So fantastic job. Very impressive. I feel like we're in a lot better hands here in some of those accomplishments in the future in this community. I will tell you this, you don't get to where you are without having character. All right? Everybody in this room that's being honored tonight, you've got high character. You would not be in the chair you're in tonight. I define character. I steal a lot of things. I didn't invent a lot of things, but I use a lot of things. And in our program, we define character straight out of the Army Ranger Handbook, which is the be, know, do model. All right? And know means knowledge or competence, what your intellect is. Do is actions and behavior. And you add your knowledge, all right, or your actions and behavior, and that's what you be, or that's what you become. So to have character, you have to have some competence. And you have to match that competence with actions. Okay, it's not just okay to be somebody that cares. You have to care and give effort and know what you care about. Know what you stand for. All right, and the thing I'll tell you, John Wooden, the legendary basketball coach, said the true test of a man's character is what he does when no one is watching. It's easy in the spotlight. It's easy when the lights are on. It's easy in your situations for you student athletes, football Friday nights or a basketball game or whatever that environment may be. The true test is what do you do when nobody's watching, all right? And what I'll challenge you as you go into whatever is next for your life, some of you that are staying here locally and going to Troy, it still won't be the same exact way it's been for you wherever you are at home. Some of you are going far away. It's going to definitely change. All right? Do not succumb to the temptation of changing who your character is. Be the same. Stay the course. Do what's gotten you to where you are currently. Don't give in. Know what you stand for. All right? So I challenge you to continue to be people of high character. I'm going to share with you 4 things that we emphasize in our program daily, like to the point that the guys in our team get tired of hearing me talk about them. All right, the first one is attitude. All right, and in the poem that Charles Swindoll wrote about attitude, he talks about life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I respond to it. When something doesn't go your way, what's your response? Because life's going to throw you a curveball. It's going to give you adversity, all right? Well, whether something really great happens or something really poor happens, the best response you can have no matter what is good. Do what's next. Good. Like bad things happen, good. Learn from it. Good things happen, good. Learn from those too. Don't ever get too high. Don't ever get too low. have a good attitude, have a good response to the things that come your way. The other thing we talk about in regards to attitude in our program quite a bit is if you've ever heard me talk, I say all the time, so what, now what? Like something good happens, so what, now what? Something bad happens, so what, now what? Like, don't get caught up in what just happened. You got no control of that. It's in the past. Don't get too worried about what's going to happen down the road, because that creates anxiety. If you live in the past, you're going to have regret or frustration. If you live too far out in the future, like I said, you're going to have anxiety. Be in the moment. Be present. So what? Now what? Where am I today? Be the best you can be wherever your feet are. I'm convinced when it comes to attitude, the only real disability you can have in life is a bad attitude. You may have a disease, a disorder, whatever, but if you have the right attitude, you can overcome a lot of things. If you have a poor attitude, it's really hard to be successful. Thomas Jefferson said that nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goals. Nothing on earth can help the man with the wrong mental attitude. What's your attitude? What's your approach to what's next? Confucius, all right? The man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can, they're both right. Have the attitude of, I know I can get it done. It may not always be the conventional way. It may not always be the cookie cutter way. It may not happen on the timing that somebody else gets it done. God has a plan for you. Do it on your timing. Focus on where you are, not where somebody else is. If you get caught up in the comparison game of where somebody else's goals come true or their dreams come true, you're not living your life. You're worried about theirs. Focus on what you control. I remind you, the only disability in life is a bad attitude. Have a good attitude. The next core value we talk a lot in our program after attitude is toughness. And there's two types of toughness that I preach, and one of them is mental and the other one is physical. I believe mental toughness is built through character reps, putting yourself in situations where you have to respond and make decisions and choices. Physical toughness, I believe, is built through performance reps. So in our business, it's the weight room, it's summer workouts, it's the extra running, it's practice. But I believe physical and mental toughness carry you through. I believe that toughness is a talent. I think it might be one of the greatest talents. I don't believe anyone's born tough. We're all born babies, and babies are naturally kind of soft. All right, so if you want to be tough, you have to train yourself to become tough. And when I say tough, I'm not talking about being hard or coarse or callous. I'm talking about being resilient, okay? Jay Billis, former basketball player, now commentator, lawyer, he wrote a book on toughness, and one of the quotes in there says, the most common definition of tough is being able to withstand great force without tearing or breaking. In other words, something that is tough is strong and resilient. Well, when I go to toughness, I always preach to our team, there's two types of people in life. There's tough people, there's not tough people. Well, tough people are usually growth mindset. And people that aren't tough, they're usually fixed mindset. What I mean by that is a growth mindset person, right? They embrace challenges. They learn from feedback. They crave critique. They always give more effort. They keep trying to never give up. They're inspired by other people's success. They always learn and want to improve. They believe that their intelligence and talent can be developed, and they persist through setbacks. All right? Fixed mindset people avoid challenges. They ignore feedback or deflect critique. They give less effort. They give up easier. They're threatened by other success. They believe that they'll never improve because their intelligence and talent are fixed, and they fear failure. But I would challenge you in life is be a growth mindset person. Crave adversity, crave challenge, crave feedback. My staff will tell you I constantly ask for, like, every day, how can we get better? What little thing can we do to get better? What one little thing? I love when people tell me, hey, you could do this better. Like, I love it. And some people are like, I've already got a pretty good idea. Well, if I equate this in our game to, are you coachable or are you uncoachable? People that are coachable want to find every way they can to improve in life. People that are uncoachable, they think they got all the answers. Be coachable in whatever environment you're in, athletics or academics or spiritually. Be coachable, want to learn, want to grow. All right, so be tough. The third core value we talk a lot in our program about is discipline. I believe discipline is the ability to defer short-term gratification for long-term growth. People don't always want discipline in the moment, but they want what discipline will produce. And the type of discipline I'm not talking about what I have to do at home or my wife has to do with 4 young kids. I'm talking about daily choices. So I'm not talking about getting a spanking. I'm talking about the decisions you make. The decisions you make, they add up. The small little decisions, they accumulate, and over time, those little decisions become big things. You're either going to suffer the pain of discipline in life or you're going to suffer the pain of regret. Every action that is easy to do, it's just as easy not to do. All right, so what I mean by that is if I'm an athlete, I'm trying to gain weight. Well, am I eating enough? Am I working out enough? If I'm trying to lose weight, am I running enough? Am I watching what I eat? All right, there's decisions you make. One of my favorite stories from this past year, we challenge our guys to set goals. We don't just challenge them, we make them. And then after we make them, we make them set action plans of how you're going to achieve that goal, because a goal without a plan is just a hope or a dream. But having a goal with an action plan, you could actually get to the goal. Well, Carlton Marshall, who gets a lot of esteem and a lot of credit on our team last year, we ask our guys during all parts of the year, 3 times a year, to have 3 football or strength and conditioning goals, 1 academic goal, and 1 social, character, or spiritual goal. And I look at every one of them, 120 guys, I read them all, I know what they are, and I get to Carlton's, who happens to be one of our marquee players, and his 5th goal, which is the character, leadership, spiritual goal, is pretty simple. It says, get closer to God. And I'm thinking, wow, I feel pretty insufficient as his head football coach that I don't know that was on my goal list, is just that blatant of get closer to God. And I read the action plan, because get closer to God sounds like a great goal, but how are you going to do it? And then his list of things that he was going to do to make sure his relationship with his Savior grew was so detailed about what time he was going to read his Bible every day, what time he was going to spend in prayer every day. And that's where I knew he was going to grow closer to God if he did those things. He checks those boxes, you're going to naturally get closer to your goal. So with the discipline piece, set goals, but have action plans of how you want to get to the goal. Attitude, toughness, discipline. And the last core value I want to leave you with is love. All right? And love's unique. In our building, we've got love up all over the place, and people come in a football building, they see the word love, and a lot of people are like, hang on, you got love everywhere in your building. What's that all about? Well, I'm a firm believer that the true soldier fights not because he hates what's in front of him, but because he loves what's behind him. If you love what you're about or what you're doing, I think you will go further for it. All right? Love is it always demands a sacrifice. In our program, we define love as an action, not a feeling. So love's not seeing, for you guys in here, a pretty girl walk by your class in high school, or girls, a guy that you may be dating. I'm not saying you're not in love, but the love I'm talking about is you're willing to give up something for others. It's a sacrifice. Okay, and so as you go through what you're about to go through next, love growth, love being your best, love the pursuit of how can you serve others, how can you give of yourself to make people around you better, while also making yourself better. Once again, proud of y'all. As Jerry said, I do have some important obligations. The biggest ones I got tonight is I got a 9-year-old playing baseball that I missed too many of his games, so I'm going to run and go catch at least an inning of that game. But I'd like to challenge you again. whatever you're embarking upon next, whatever your next endeavor is, continue to be a person of character, because that's what's gotten you here tonight, all right? And continue to be true to what you believe in. Don't compromise your goals. And when you're pursuing your goals, have a plan of how you're going to get there. God bless y'all. Thank y'all.
I need to change that over a little bit. Because I need to get the Colley from it. I'm going to get the Colley from it. So I'm going to see that. Like I was, you're going to go away with something tonight I think that you can certainly use. Before Barry gets up and gets to the part of announcing our winners, again, I'm going to ask the Colley family to join me up front to hand out the winners. We're going to start with the female runner-up and winner, and then go to the guys. So Michelle Welty and Leah Etheridge, if you would join me up front, Barry's going to announce our winners. And then when the men come up, then Chase Dickens and Ted Telfair are going to join me for the guys.
As before, when I call our names, please come up to the front. First, the announcement of the female runner-up for the J.O. Tip Colley Awards. Our runner-up, her pastor says about her, she's purpose-driven and her competitive spirit pushes her to excel in all areas of her life. She is compassionate, understanding, and loyal. She has a firm grasp of duty and personal integrity. One of her teachers says about her, she is a highly motivated and highly intelligent young woman. She has high standards as evidenced by her academic performance. However, her best qualities are her respectful manner and overall attitude. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 J.O. Tip Colley female runner-up from Goshen High School, Casey Wilkes. Our female winner, her pastor says about her, she's a gifted leader and gives 100% to everything she does. She has such a sweet spirit and positive attitude and always has a smile on her face and a kind word for everyone. She is sure to be successful. An administrator says of her, she's focused when it comes to anything she does, including her academic, extracurricular, and community involvement endeavors. She's an exceptional student and an even more exceptional person. The winner of the 2023 J.O. Tip Colley Female Award from Pike Liberal Arts, Sarah Garrett. Again, to reiterate what Jerry had pointed out earlier, this is relatively unprecedented that we have co-runners-up this year on the male award. Our first male co-runner-up, his pastor says of him, he's consistently modeled the life that many young students would aspire to emulate. Despite heavy involvement in sports, organizations, clubs, and events, he has remained faithful in his church attendance and serving opportunities. A coach says of him, he became an excellent leader among his peers through his sports achievements and academics. His dedication to not only his sports, but also academics has helped to produce a well-rounded young man that I believe will succeed. The first J.O. Tip Colley male co-runner-up is from Goshen High School, Brady Singleton. Our other male co-runner-up, his principal says of him, he is not one to back down from a challenge, either academic or personal. He finishes what he starts and never lets adversity get him down. He is a bright and personable individual and is a fantastic role model for other students. He's a compassionate, highly energetic young man with a bright future ahead of him. A campus minister says of him, he has a gentle and kind spirit that enables him to have great relationships with people of all ages. The respect he shows all people in interpersonal relationships is exemplary. Quote, I have 2 sons. When I think of someone who I want them to model their adolescent years after, I immediately think of him. The other 2023 J.O. Tip Colley male co-runner-up is from Charles Henderson High School, Will Templin. And now for our male winner. His pastor says of him, I have found him to be without a doubt a young man of excellent character, leadership, service, and devotion to his personal relationship with Jesus Christ. In a day and time when most young men are selfish and inconsiderate of others, he stands out as being the most cordial, kind-hearted young man I know. A former coach says of him, I can honestly say I have never seen a player with more focus, determination, leadership, and grit. He is a role model in every way for younger students. I cannot say enough positive things about this young man. An administrator says, I must simply say, if there is someone with stronger character, I look forward to meeting them. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 J.O. Tip Colley male winner is from Pike Liberal Arts School, K.C. Bradford. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's fitting one final round of applause for all of the nominees and winners tonight in our Tip Colley Awards program.
Thank you, Barry, and congratulations again to each and every one of you nominees. You all should be proud, and congratulations to our winners. Now, our winners, we're asking you, you met with I think everybody calls him Hoss Daddy more than they know Jeffrey Bennett, but with Channel 52, he wants the winners on his program Monday, if you can do that, probably about 8:30 in the morning, but check with TV 52 and they can schedule that for you. Okay, yeah, just check with him in the back and they can tell you where to go. I think most of you know where the studio is, so please be sure to do that. You'll see on my left some trophies. Those trophies will have the winners' names inscribed upon them, and then they will reside at their respective school for 12 months until we do this again. Now, we're getting some new trophies, so their names are not on these trophies. We've run out of room, so Qualls down at Douglas Brothers is designing us a much bigger one so we can get all the names on there. So nominees or winners, your name will be on there at some point, just not tonight. And eventually that trophy will end up there. So that's an honor as well to have those bragging rights. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, for all those that helped put this together. We really, really do appreciate it. You can come forward and make pictures with your family afterwards. The messenger may want some pictures if those weren't good enough that he was able to get. I didn't mention Josh. Josh put together a tremendous outlay, if you saw it in the paper and online, for the messenger. Another opportunity to honor all of these folks. I want to again thank everyone. Hope that you have enjoyed yourself tonight. Colley family, again, thank you for your continued support. I hope we make you proud with the product that is put out there. One other little note of interest: if you look at the previous winners, we've got a legacy tonight. Casey's mom won this event in the very early years, Melissa Thompson at that time. So we've come full circle. We've had another generation of winners within the same family. So again, congratulations to everybody. Thank you for being here. I'm going to let Andrew dismiss us with a prayer.
As a pastor, I'm going to take the privilege just a moment to say a word. It's kind of hard as a pastor to stand at a microphone and not at least say something other than a prayer. I want to say just well done, well done. It's amazing as I sat there and listened to all the things that you have accomplished, just blown away, and just amazing credit to parents, grandparents, churches, school staff members, and the way that you have plugged into these kids' lives. So job well done. We look forward to, as a person of faith, to not just hearing men and women say job well done, but we look forward to one day hearing our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ saying, well done, well done. And I hope and pray that as the trophies fade and dust is collected and many things are forgotten, that your faith will be the thing that lasts. And that one day you will get to hear those words, well done, my good and faithful servant. Let me pray. Father, we thank you so much. We thank you for the fact that you have given talent and gifts and abilities well beyond our measure. God, the grace in which you have bestowed upon us is so unworthy. And Lord, I pray that each and every day that these young men and women rise to the occasion to share that with others, to live with great passion and desire to serve you and honor you with their life. God, I pray that they persevere through the difficult days. God, I pray that they will continue to face those challenges with great courage and strength. And that, Father, they will strive each and every day, looking forward to that one day where we stand before you and you look at us and say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter into your eternal reward. Lord, we love you. We thank you for your many great blessings. And we pray all this in your precious and holy name. Amen.
Good job, Andrew. Hey, appreciate it. Good work. Good words. Thank you for doing this. Good job, my friend. Sorry to shift gears on you there at the end.
No, that's good.
But I
think that
didn't want to get
flows.
them to come up and sit down, get up and come in.
Yeah, I think that flows
Josh, you
really
want me
well.
to? Did you need to get some pictures with the winners?
Doc, how are you?
Okay. You can round them up as you need them.
He did. He's been back up there, so he's doing good. See ya. Oh, yeah.